Guys, what is the interview? I have told you many times, it is a personality-based test, guys. We are looking at your personality. It is not a knowledge-based test. It is not a skill-based test. Basically, we are looking at your personality. We are trying to find out those OLQs, officer-like qualities in you. What we are going to do, we are trying to assess your personality based on these officer-like qualities, guys. See this. We want to see whether you have got the right mix, a balanced mix of officer-like qualities. Now, how the hell do we judge your officer-like qualities, guys? What kind of questions we should ask? Guys, remember, a personality-based test requires that what kind of product you are. See, each one of you is a different one. So guys, remember, what did I say? You guys are a product of your past. Whenever we want to find out about your past, look, our questions will be based on that. See this. You guys are a product. Understand what I'm trying to say is a product of your past. Whatever actions you have taken in the past, guys, good or bad, the product is sitting in front of me. You are a product of your past actions, good or bad, successful or not so successful. And guys, I always say, whatever you are going to become in future, it is because of your actions of the present. Let me tell you, keep doing the same action day in and day out, every day. You know, whatever actions you have been taking, you keep taking the same actions also in your future, also in your present. See, the product is going to remain the same. That is the problem with most of the candidates. Because they wonder, yeah, why they are not successful, why they are not improving. Because they don't change their actions. Because they don't analyze their personalities. They don't introspect. That's how they keep doing the same actions which they have been doing without realizing that they need a change of course. They need a change in routine. They change in the present so that the future product of yours become different, guys. It is so simple in life. So now, since SSB is a personality-based test, guys, what are we asking? If you look at the SSB, whether it is the psychological test and mainly the interview, we are just trying to assess your past. The GQ is looking at your present actions. You are in action in the group. He's assessing. That's why GQ is called a conscious state of test, conscious mind test. Whereas the psychologist is completely a subconscious test of your subconscious mind. Whereas the interviewing officer may be a mix of your conscious and subconscious, because we give you so many situations during the interview, guys. Now look at this. What is the interviewing officer? If you analyze ever those CIQs, guys, you'll find it is all to extract what actions you have taken in the past. Sometimes if you give it a thought, why the interviewing officer is asking all these questions? Imagine his 80% of the questions are relating to your past. He's asking of your schooling background. He's asking your marks which you have achieved. He's asking your family background. He's asking your hobbies. Look at this. He's asking the success you have achieved in the past, directly or indirectly. And he's trying to assess your, imagine these counter questions are, tell me, how will you describe yourself? In 5 or 6 sentences or 4 sentences? Look at this, again relating to past. He will ask you, why you are a leader? You'll again look back here, why I am a leader? Again, your actions of the past. Tell me why you should be selected. Look, again, guys, your actions of the past. You'll tell because you are this, you are a leader, you are good, that. Look at this. Except the general awareness questions or some other questions, guys, the entire interview process, even your psychological process is a test of your past. I told you because you are a product of your past. And whatever you are going to become in future is going to become because of the actions which will be taking now. So what is the job of the interviewing officer? Try and understand this. The interviewing officer's job in one line is to analyze your past, guys. That's why all our questions are focused towards the analysis of your past. We are trying to analyze your past. Based on the analysis of your past, we are going to predict your future, whether you are going to be a suitable candidate or not. Now look at this. So surprisingly, now I will tell you a very interesting thing. As an interviewing officer, because every day I'm taking 2 interviews online, every day, and sometimes 3 every day, but I generally restrict to 2, but sometimes some guy has to go for SSB, so I take a third one also. Usually I don't take more than 2 interviews per day. Now, what is my experience as an interviewing officer, as a commandant, as a president? As after that, I have taken thousands of interviews now. Can you believe 60 to 70% guys, they do not know themselves? I'm telling you, now some of you I have interviewed already. Look, can you believe if I ask him, tell me why you should be selected? The guy gets confused in this only. Yeah. Tell me, why are you a leader? Why do you consider yourself a leader? He's not very sure. Tell me about your strengths and weaknesses. Look at that. Tell me, how will you describe? He starts thinking. And because I would have asked so many questions in him, he has already made up his mind. He's going to tell this is his strength, this is his weakness. But once I interview him, by then he realizes, yeah, his weaknesses are something different. During the interview, he will say, yes, sir, you are right. I'm very casual. I'm careless. I don't pay attention to these things. I don't go into detail. And he will change that because you have not appreciated yourself. You have not analyzed yourself. You have not done self introspection. And आपको अपने दोस्तों ने जो बोल दिया ना, your friend has said, you should say this. Or somewhere you have written, and you tend to give a fictitious answer. Because I know in the interview, about 50% of the guys tell me the same rata answer. He said, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. My general knowledge is poor, my handwriting is bad. I'm fed up of hearing all this. So he will get same typical bloody answers he is going to give. I know that his strengths are different, his weaknesses are different. I know that. By the time, that's why we do not ask this question right in the beginning. By the time I have analyzed your strengths and weaknesses, I will ask you thereafter, what are your strengths? Because I know what are your strengths and weaknesses. Look at this, guys. So do you think you can fool us? So the best way for you guys is know your strengths and weaknesses. Oh my God, so simple. So that is what I am going to teach you today. It is very simple, guys. Now I ask so many candidates, you must do self-introspection. You must do self-analysis. And the question, sir, but how to do it? That is the question. And let me tell you, it's a very simple process which I'm going to tell you today. The simplest method, which you will never find in the YouTube also, you will not find anywhere. Perhaps if one or video of mine is there, because I'm going to tell you exactly from the SSB point of view, how to self-introspect yourself, guys. This is what I'm going to tell you today. And let me tell you, it is so important because all our questions are based on your past, and this is going to help you a lot. Guys, now listen to me. The method of self-introspection. First and foremost thing, guys, keep a diary with you when you do the self-introspection. It is basically thinking about yourself. It is appreciating your good qualities. It is analyzing your good or bad qualities, your strength as well as your weaknesses, but how to find them out. I will tell you the best way to do it, very methodical and scientific way to do it, guys. Now, the simplest thing for you to know, what are your achievements in life? Can't you write down your 5 or 10 achievements? Some guys will have minimum 5 to 6 achievements in life. Some guys will have 10 to 12 achievements in life. So guys, the simplest way to do your self introspection is just know your achievements in life. Please, when you do this, open your diary. It will take about a week to analyze yourself if you truly want to do it. Some good guys can do it in 2-3 days. Whenever you find a quiet time, some people's ideal time it is the morning, some people in the night. Write down, think about yourself and write down your achievements. Okay, on the left hand page of the diary, some people will have 5-6 achievements, some people have 10-11 achievements. Write down your big minimum 10 achievements, minimum 5 achievements, but maximum about 10 to 12 achievements. Write down. You have written your achievements on the left hand page. Guys, on the right hand page, write your failures. No problem. There is no one who has not failed in life, let me tell you. And truly speaking, when I made this chart for myself, my failures were more than my successes. Can you believe it? My failures were more. So that's why I always say to my students, my journey is basically a journey of failures. And failures make you more strong if you learn the lessons from them. Don't get worked up because you have more number of failures. Don't worry about it. So you have written your successes. You have written your failures on the right hand page. Now keep turning the pages. In the next page on the left side, write down your one major achievement. Why did you succeed? Write down 4 or 5 reasons for it. Try it out and you'll be amazed to see the results, because it is first time you have really thought about it. Write down your second success. Why did you succeed in that? And you'll find some common reasons for it. Let me tell you this. Because it is you who's doing it now. Because each one of you is different. Each one will have a different reason. Write down your third strong point, third success, and why did you succeed in that? Similarly, do the same exercise for your failures, guys. This is the most ideal scientific way of doing your self-introspection. Now you have failed, write down your failures without any hesitation. Write 3 or 4 reasons why did you fail. Similarly, can you believe it, if you analyze your 6-7 successes, 6-7 failures, you will straight away come to know your strengths and weaknesses. Try and analyze it. Yeah, are these your strengths? Are these your weaknesses? And you, because you know broadly what strength and weaknesses, you may also think, some of the guys will think, yaar kya karna mujhe pata hi hai yaar, meri kya weaknesses hai. But you'll have a courage of conviction that you actually know yourself, because you get confused every time we ask you such questions. You will never get confused about yourself thereafter. I can challenge this. You will never get confused thereafter. Now you know, it is now written down based on facts, proper analysis. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses will come out from this. Now, guys, this is the first step of self-analysis. Now I'm telling you very interesting thing, the second step. In life, to succeed, if you follow this advice of mine, guys, I bet I can stand for your success. You will be a successful man in your life. The second aim, second point is, now you have analyzed. Now, second thing, select your goal. You would have already selected your goal, I know. You already have a goal. Now, based on that, what goal, what mission, what aim, what vision you have for your life, you write it down in the bold letters. What is your goal in life? Okay, what is your aim? Now, guys, you know your strengths and weaknesses by now. Once you write your goal, you can again do something called SWOT analysis, which you guys would have heard, as some of you may be knowing. What is SWOT analysis? Simple thing. You have written your goal is to become an armed forces officer, or your aim is to become crack the civil services exam, or whatever it is. You have written your goal. Now, you do the SWOT analysis, means Now, what is your goal for every goal? Remember, the SWOT analysis will be different. Are you getting me? For every goal, your SWOT analysis will be different. Now, see, if you want to become an army officer, see what are the strengths required to become an army officer may be different. If you want to become a great player, if you want to become a civil service officer, may be different. If you want to become a lawyer, it may be different requirement. What are the strengths required to become an officer? See this. Are you straightforward? Are you adventurous? Are you outgoing? Are you really a team man? Okay. Do you love the uniform? Do you have some army background also? That is also your strength. Do you have taken part in the NCC? So many things, strength will come out. See, the SWOT analysis is based on that goal now. All these things which are adding you to achieve that goal are your strength. All the things which are your weaknesses to that. You are not an outgoing man. You are a bit introvert. You are a little shy. You write it down again. What are the opportunities? What is the SWOT analysis? Is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Opportunities are, oh, you can go for NDA, you can go for CDS, you can go for short service, you have gone technical entry. Oh my God, there are so many entries available, so there is no ample chances. Okay, that is also an opportunity. Look, some guy will say another strength. He's done NCCC certificate. He can go from that entry also. Okay, so what are the opportunities for that? Look at this. Threats. Oh, there are very few vacancies here. I'm going by the technical entry. There are only 3 seats in that. Okay. Yeah, physically I'm not very strong. See, these are the threats. Yeah, I may not be able to complete the obstacles is a threat. So this is a SWOT analysis of the goal. See, why you have already done your strength and weaknesses, you already know by now. You can do the SWOT analysis of your goal. And after that, you will be convinced whether this goal is perfect for you or not. See, a guy suddenly thinks he can become a singer. Can he become a singer? Till the time he really have some kind of achievement in the singing, some kind of past in singing, some kind of passion and interest in the singing. Can he become a singer? He cannot. Everybody cannot achieve every goal in life. You are made based on your past for a different purpose. You will become a success, but in the field in which you consider yourself more suitable, in which you are actually more suitable. Okay, guys. So the first is self-introspection. The second is correctly selecting your goal based on your passion. Then you will convinced, okay, yeah, yes, army officer is really suitable for me, and I really love it, and I genuinely have passion for it. So it is my goal. You will get convinced about your goal, guys. This will ensure that you'll know whether you have a genuine passion for your goal or not. Naturally, you'll have a lot of joy, a lot of interest, and you'll naturally find a lot of information about your goal, guys. Otherwise, people do not have a clue of their goal. I know that. I can make out like this when I interview them. They have no clue of the armed forces, and they want to become armed forces officer because they have never analyzed. They are not suitable for armed forces. They do not have the aptitude for the armed forces. Can you believe it now? In spite of army background, they do not have the aptitude for armed forces. Don't you think we can make out? Because he has no clue. He doesn't know. He gives us funny answers that it shows that actually he is just looking for a job and an opportunity. He's actually not keen. He doesn't have the interest or the passion for this. Now, this will ensure that you have the passion because you have self-analyzed. So, guys, 2 steps I have covered.